Emperor has been expecting you.
Hi everyone, welcome to 1/6 Focus. You're very welcome to another episode of The Hope Show, a weekly live stream dedicated to 1/6 scale collecting in general, music, TV, shows, pop culture, all that type of stuff. We'll bring in the panel. So we got Harrison, aka Viking Collectibles. We have Adam, aka Dub Toys. And then we have Jim, aka
Yellow.
Jim Collector.
Just Jim.
Yeah, just Jim. Just him. You could have called yourself Just Jim too. How are you doing, gentlemen?
Yeah.
All good, thank you.
I watched Obsession again last night.
You're a brave
You're a
man.
nutcase for doing that.
Yeah,
Absolutely
and I was a bit delicate. We'll say delicate. A bit delicate. And I was just mad to show it to Megan because she hasn't seen it. And I think myself and you, Harrison, mentioned. I think it was you brought up you'd like to get like the 4K of it. Was it you?
Yeah.
And I wanted to hold out until I get the Steelbook, but I don't know if they're going to do it. So they just got me, and the renting thing was like €17, and then the buy was 22 option on Apple. Crazy prices for renting, though, isn't it?
It is when it's like, because that's not quite renting. It is. That's like home premiere renting. So the different stages. It's like. It's literally just come out of the cinema. You can watch it here, but it's going to cost you a fortune. Whereas
it's still in the cinema, but if you see it midweek, you'd probably get it for a quarter of that. You know what I mean? If you chose the cheap seats, if you had a day off in midweek, you'd probably get it for you get it here for €7. I think I went to see it for, which was probably the best value I've played in the cinema in a long time. I remember we were talking about, but like, where do you stand on like what's your go-to for a movie you saw in the cinema and you want to watch it again? Do you wait and pick up I think no one buys DVDs now, the Blu-ray, the 4K, or do you use Prime? Do you buy movies, or is it just like just wait for it to come on a streaming service? What's the done thing? What do you do?
If it's a film I really love, I will buy probably like the digital, and then I'll buy the 4K as well usually. But that has to be a film I absolutely love. And usually I'll just wait until the Blu-ray's out, and then I'll just buy the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
That's what I try to do.
I'm kind of like that because I explained to you this before. I think it was last week, or was it last week? I think we were the whole process of like, you select DVDs, and then they came out with Blu-rays, and like, I'm not going to recreate my whole collection on Blu-ray, and then eventually I got into the 4K. But there was a time period there when I was like, I'm just not buying physical media anymore, and I was just downloading them on Apple and all that kind of stuff. But now, like exactly what you said, it's like, no, if I like it enough, I'm gonna wait to get the 4K, and then if it's all up in the air, I think it's getting a 4K release, but not 4K Steelbook, so I don't know what to do. And I just wanted to watch it. I was just like, yeah, look, I'm paying for the convenience here. But like, it's the price structure is clever, like, because if you like a movie, you're probably not going to pay the 17 to rent it for 48 hours, then, or pay an extra €5 and then it's yours for keeps, or until they take it down off the site, which is very relevant these days.
Yeah. I think that's what puts me off buying most of them, is the fact that I can't bring myself to rent it for that price, but then I can't bring myself to spend the same amount as a 4K Blu-ray on buying it. So it has to be something I really truly love.
What do you think, Jim?
I am super guilty of not buying DVDs or Blu-rays or 4Ks really at all anymore. But I think the whole recent thing with gaming, that's probably going to change. My favorite films I'll definitely look to get on 4K. And I really wanted to watch Akira, which is an anime. You can't get it in England unless you buy the physical or you have Netflix. It's the only options like to watch it. So for things like that, it kind of makes you think, I need to get the physical copy.
That would be a nice one to get. I'm nearly sure they have a Steelbook that they only re-released or reissued recently. And that is nice. I know the word iconic gets thrown around, but that is bloody iconic. That red motorcycle, that's a good movie, man. That's a cool movie.
Anime, just in general, like it solidified that kind of cyberpunk style that they go for.
Yeah.
So it's a big one too.
They put it mainstream cool.
mainstream.
It was always cool.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
I have to
What
say
about
as
yourself,
well, Shane?
Go on. Sorry.
You're a nutcase for watching that while hungover. I mean, I'm more of a Disney guy when it's a post night out, personally. But fair play to checking out.
Yeah, well,
Session
to be
again.
fair now, it's like it was. How wild does a 40-year-old's barbecue birthday party go? I mean, it wasn't mine, obviously, like, but it was just a nice day, and it was a few beers and stuff like that. But I wasn't like
Doesn't take a lot anymore, does it?
True.
bit rough the next day.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But like, I wasn't like, I didn't wake up and was like, oh man, that I feel really bad or anything like that. But there's just that kind of like a reminiscent. You're not 100%, and
Yep.
you gym a lot.
That.
If you, let's say, would you ever go to a period where you're like, I'm not drinking for the next 3 months,
Yeah.
and then you get addicted to feeling sharp and feeling fresh.
Yeah.
So then even if you have 1 or 2 beers the next morning, you can feel it on you.
Honestly, 2 days later,
Yeah.
I still feel it. Even if it's like a couple of beers,
Yeah.
I'm still a bit like,
Yeah.
regret.
Do you know what's funny the way you say it, right? Do you know the way, like, if you are a bit like tired or anything, noises are just annoying, like in general.
Yeah.
So like, dog barking, a baby crying, nails in chalkboard, whatever. But the sound engineering is so good in Obsession. The cinema was like, this is so good, and it's punchy. You could feel the bass when things happen, and like, and then the screaming and stuff like that is just horrific. Yeah, they were kind of turned up to 11 yesterday. It was really like, I was like, man, she's so annoying, because she's just like screaming, and it just, the way it came through, like the speakers, I was like, oh god, this is so unnerving. Like,
Especially that restaurant scene, I can imagine. She's like, no. That bit's no.
She is brilliant though. She is
she's
so
amazing.
good in it. Like, he's good too. He's such a piece of shit, that character. But
100%.
she is great. What about yourself, Adam? Where are you standing now? And I know you're a gamer as well, so with the recent PlayStation news about how they are... It started off last week, I believe. We were talking about how Sony was removing certain titles that people had paid for on their streaming service, and now they announced it since 2028 onwards, there'll be no more physical copies of games. With that in mind, like, you want to watch a movie that you like, maybe you saw a movie in the cinema or something like that, what's your go-to thing? What's your process like?
Yeah, I like buying the Blu-rays. Personally speaking, I like to go to the cinema as many times for a movie if I like it. So I've been to movies where you go 3, 4, maybe 5 times when it's in the cinema, because I just thought, this is absolutely mega, Now sometimes it's not the most successful in movies. Like, I did go to, years ago now, King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. Loved that movie, Guy Ritchie movie. Just loved everything about it. And went, I think, 5 or 6 times. I was much younger then as well, and I had had the time to do it. But I have that on Blu-ray. I think I have it on 4K now as well. So yeah, I like to go with the Blu-rays and 4Ks as much as I can, especially if you like something, because I just want to show support for it then as well, because I appreciate everybody's time who's gone into it to make something that I like, What sort of sound system do you have at home? Do you, like, you're talking about sound systems there, do you have...
No, it's just literally I don't even know what TV we bought. But
like a sound bar?
No, don't even have a sound bar. Just literally just the sound from the TV is pretty damn good. Like,
okay.
But I will say I would like to upgrade, but I'm like, it's like, why are you upgrading? It sounds, it's like, I know it just sounds great. Like, but I suppose maybe it could be ignorance is bliss as well. Like, if I end up getting a sound system, the thing could be rumbling. Like, but yeah, no, just the TV, and it just sound is good. I would like sometimes. I don't know if this is the sound system or is it just the way certain movies are mixed, where I find like dialogue can be quite low, and then an action scene comes on, it blows the ears out of you, and you're like,
yes.
Would a sound system solve that, or is it just some movies are mixed like that?
The sound system had solved that. I have an uncle that's mad into sound. Like, this guy is very much so into his speakers and the types of things that he can do, and he swears by it. Now, he will say to you, like Adam, if you're watching, Pacific Rim, the house is rocking,
Yeah,
with the robots and the music, but he said it's great, but he does live next door to a person who was actually into those type of things. So like, you get the next door neighbor coming in going, were you watching Aliens there last night, or Terminator, or Predator, or whatever it is? But here the challenge through the wall,
yeah. And is that their way of saying, like, we have a young kid in bed, or is it just like, invite me in, I want to watch it too?
The next door neighbour's real cool. He's just chilling. He's like, I love that movie, haven't seen it in ages, might bang it on myself, I think think he was watching the Dread movie with Carl Urban recently. And
Great
the
movie.
night
You love
was like,
that.
Oh, brilliant movie. Needs a figure.
Yeah.
Needs to be 1/6
I think
figure.
so.
of that.
I think so. I was surprised it didn't get a sequel because, like, I know it was simple. It was kind of the Raid. Let's be honest.
Yes.
It was the Raid, but that's it still worked. It still worked. A lot of movies are almost copies of other movies in a way. Like Maverick is A New Hope. Like it's the trench run, really. Like, but it was just done so well. Like they get away with it. Like
Sure, even the stuff like Kurosawa, like, I mean, that's what George Lucas said Star Wars is all about, Yeah. Great.
Everyone has their roots and influence through the Matrix. Ghost in the Shell came before the Matrix, like, that concept as well. So, folks, I'm just gonna I'm gonna get into the first topic. I'm actually gonna choose the first topic, and you'll see why. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and choose the spanner on the right bottom corner there. And we're gonna get straight into this one. I haven't prepped them for this. I'm going to throw a spanner in the works. If a content creator, YouTuber, whatever, Instagrammer, gets a figure, loves the figure, reviews the figure, is mad hyping it up, and someone else buys that figure and they don't like it and starts blaming the content creators for that, is that okay? Is that an okay thing to do? No. Like, I don't look at this to be a short. This could be a short conversation. Like I think it's if the content creator is like high on the figure, hyped on it, and then someone else goes and buys it, like someone who watched the videos or sees their posts or whatever like that, and then they get annoyed because they don't like it as good as the YouTuber. Like I think that's fair game. I don't think it's okay for them to get annoyed. I think that's their kind of like be a big boy and just like do your research, watch all the videos, watch all the blogger photos, look at the price around, and if you get it, then if you're happy, make your purchase. Like I don't think that's acceptable personally. I don't know, maybe that's not the hottest take or the biggest spanner in the works, but I think it's each to their own to determine based on what you've seen if it's worthy pick up. Like I'm gonna go to I'll continue with you Jim. You're saying no, why?
I feel like this is like a relatively oldish subject. I feel like I've seen this come up a few times in relation to like a few big YouTubers, and I've always kind of agreed with their response in the fact that we're all adults here, and when you spend your money, you need to make your own informed decision. And all right, although this is a much bigger purchase, I'll talk about buying. No, I'll swerve. When you buy a phone, like the new phone, you watch multiple videos and reviews on that phone. You don't go to one review and go, yeah, cool, I'm going to buy this phone. And then when you get it, you don't like it. You don't then leave a comment saying this phone's crap, I can't believe you recommended it, and attack them. You go and you watch multiple reviews, multiple videos, you get different takes on it, and that's just like your responsibility as a consumer. So to have a go at a reviewer, and especially like because reviewers, for the most part, we're not like professional reviewers, we're doing this because we enjoy the hobby and we bought this figure with our own money. It's not like some people that will get it for free. I don't even think anyone in this hobby gets them for free.
I'd say if anyone,
don't get it for free,
I don't even know does Justin get them for free. I don't know, and I don't know Justin. Like I've no issue with Justin or anything. I've met him once in Star Wars Celebration briefly. He was fine. He was a nice guy. I don't have an issue with him or anything like that, because why would I? But like I don't know if he gets figures in discount or free or whatever like that, but if there's anyone, he'd be the only one. But I don't even know, does he? So I can't speak on it. I get a discount, but I say it, but
exactly,
it's like, but sorry, continue on. You say like if we're not professionals, this isn't our,
exactly, we're not hired by these companies to like sell their products. We buy it with our own money, we review it, we give you our thoughts, and if we're really hyped for a figure, god damn it, we're going to tell you because we're excited and we enjoy it. I mean, most of us will be objective and point out this figure's insane, but it has a slight flaw that could be better. 99.9% of reviewers I watch will say that, and I think most people are generally like that. You get the odd person that's just really happy with it and just doesn't point out flaws. That's fine, but then again, you take some responsibility and check other reviews and be like, okay, he liked it, I'm going to go check out Shane thought it was a crock of shit, so maybe it's not as good as it's built up to me. So I think it's stupid to then go at the content creator who's doing a hobby channel.
Yeah.
And
It's hard,
having a
and
go.
it's hard. I think one of the hardest things to do is to try and be subjective, especially if you, like, if let's say it's a figure from, like, one of your top 5 movies or something like that. The movies that are just like, you know, something that's a high quality, but has also stood the test of time, that you also watched when you're a kid. So you're having, like, it's all that, like, you got the nostalgia, you got the quality, it's iconic, the character's amazing. Like, the T-1000 is a perfect example. Like,
Yeah.
I'm looking at that now and I'm like, I love it. But I can still list out things that are wrong with it. Like, you know, head sculpt,
Exactly.
no problem. 2 head sculpts, no problem. Base, love it. But yeah, the hands are oversized, so I've had to put it in a pose, holding a gun to kind of almost take the focus, no pun intended,
Yep.
off the, you know, giant monkey hands.
It's like the Cassian that we have.
Yeah, exactly.
the same
Cassian.
there.
They're like the 2 go-tos. It's hard to kind of like, when you really like something, to go, okay, but like, yeah, the tailoring isn't great on that, you know what I mean? Or the body proportions could be better, you know. What do you think, Harrison?
Yeah, I kind of agree with both of you. You can't get angry at the reviewer at all, in my opinion. I can see a world where someone's watched a review for something, and obviously, like you said, if you're saying how good something is and how amazing something is, I can see a viewer going, oh, well, if it's that good, maybe I'll take a look. But it still ends up falling on you to decide whether or not that you actually want to buy it. Like, there's plenty of times I've watched reviews and gone, that is an incredible figure. And sometimes I even get tempted by it. But then we do this often enough that we know to just not buy it. But if you do decide to buy it on the basis of somebody's review, you have to take responsibility for that. And you might realize, even like, you might even love it when you receive it and think it's great, but the passion that a reviewer may have for something that they've bought will probably be more than what you have for it, because it's something they've really wanted. So yeah, no, you can't blame anyone, unfortunately.
Adam, you should throw a spanner in the works and say 1/6 scale creators are all shills and they've all sold their souls, and it absolutely is, it is their fault if you buy something nice and then you don't like it.
100%. 100%. It is their fault. I blame each and every one of you. You guys are 100% responsible for that. Now, to be honest with you, it's a tricky one, because I think you need to kind of, I think a lot of people, we forget as well that the people that might buy something based on a review, they can and will have a different opinion, life circumstances, life events, maybe even, you know, maybe a different way of thinking is probably the polite way of saying it to various other people. Like, I know the types of things that I like, I know the types of things I love, I know the type of things that I'm not a big fan of, but I will still say, yeah, okay, that's something for somebody out there. I do find that between different scales, like, I don't know, I know you guys are 1/6 scale collectors and I collect a little bit of everything. I definitely feel that the 1/6 market is a lot more, I don't know if I want to say cerebral, but it certainly has a lot more thought put into it an awful lot of the time. And I definitely find that the collectors and the YouTubers that are linked to it are, I don't want to say more highbrow, but certainly are more, I think, picky about things, which is a good thing, but not just not negative for the sake of being negative, or they're not just on a company because they love that company and they'll just stick with that. I do find with other scales, though, it is that way. Like, I put out a post yesterday on a McFarlane Toys post, 7-inch figure, God of War, brand new sculpt, it has pins on it. I'm like, why does it have pins? 90 people liked the post, and there were still people underneath that are like, what's the problem with the pins? And you're going, but the pins look awful. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion. If it's your
Do you mean
opinion
like
like the pins,
joints, is it, or?
Yeah, so they have pins. So visible pins are in the arms and in the knees. So with smaller scale figures, a big thing in the community in sort of 1/12 has been to make figures in 1/12 pinless. So this has been a thing for the last number of years, where various companies will start up a new line. It will be pinless. Marvel Legends, for example, have moved into a pinless territory, but they still are using pins on certain figures. So I just won't buy that figure now because it has pins in it, and a lot of people are the same. They're like, hang on, that has pins or that doesn't have pins in it. So yeah, I think sometimes you have to understand, I think, the audience and the variety of people that are out there. And some people come at you like with ferocity, and like I've seen it in other people's shows where people just have this opinion and they just stick to it. And look, it is what it is what I'd say.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair enough. Thanks for those thoughts, folks. We're gonna really quickly go through the chat zone and we'll kick off. As usual, folks, the pinned comment to become a channel member, no obligation, but it's greatly appreciated, is in the description there. Junus Rab, how are you doing? Who's a channel member as well. We got the Moose Stream as well, channel member as well. Thank you very much. We got Philly Z, another channel member and very, very talented gentleman as well. Who else do we have? All right, so you're talking about how Brazil are not in the World Cup anymore. And Norway are playing England, I think, is it Saturday? So hopefully Norway will do the right thing and then England won't be in the World Cup. Sorry, lads, I had to. Come on. You know, I had to. It's just a joke. Yeah, I know, I'm a terrible person. We're Ireland, not in the World Cup, unfortunately. Dark times, not since 2002. Of course, you have Jim Collector as well. He's a channel member, he's a panel member, and he's wielder of said blue wrench. It's like his version of Mjolnir. We have Eddie. And Eddie liked Obsession. Look at that. Myself and Eddie agree on a movie. That rarely happens. It's weird. Actually, I think when I cracked my one wish, Willow, my one wish was Eddie would like a movie that I like. And that's it. And now he's here watching live. There we go. I need that sound effect, you know, the little digital sound effect that when they open the thing. Saw Obsession on Tuesday night for free. How are you going to the cinema for free? Tickets on Tuesday are $5 near me, and I had a coupon. Nice one. You just answered my question. Good stuff. That is money not well spent, or it doesn't get better than free. And for a movie of that quality. Next month we have Aliens and Predators in the cinema. That's very cool. I've never seen Aliens in a cinema, or Predator for that matter. I was too young. Eddie saying what's up to Harrison. Of course, we have Viking Collectibles here with us as well. We got Ryan, respect the lore. Shout out to you, the Humble Collector UK. Thanks very much for watching. Greatly appreciated. Who else do we have here today? I'm going to read this one. Also, PlayStation not first to do this, and in the future we saw it coming. Xbox do it. Nintendo have done it at times. And future cinema might be dead in a few years as we get better equipment at home. I don't think that will ever happen. I don't think dead. I think you're going to see cinemas close, definitely. I think it might go the way of theater. You can still go to the theater, but it's just there's not as many of them. Let's see what you're saying. We got Mike Fela as well. For you Europeans who aren't watching the World Cup, I gotta say, I kind of want to be watching the World Cup, but I didn't want to reschedule the stream again. That particular match, I do want to watch. I'd like Portugal to win, to be honest. I'm not a content creator. I'd like Portugal to win because Ronaldo's 41, man, and it's the only thing he hasn't won. I know they're not going to win the World Cup, but like, hey, Brazil are out.
Might.
You know,
they might.
If they beat Spain, they might start believing. And this is his last hurrah. I can't imagine him playing when he's 45, but then again, he is a genetic freak of nature and trains constantly. But yeah, no, he's not pleasing. This is his last World Cup. Gio, thank you very much for being here. We got the 6 scale gallery. Topo will hopefully come in clutch. I think so. Topo do good stuff. Thank you very much. No score. And Natalie Harris. Evening, guys. England versus Mexico is a fantastic match. I was kind of going for the Mexicans. I'm not lying. Natalie, are you UK based, or are you where are you based? Makes sense. Shane Eddie is now obsessed. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Eddie, are you back in the fray, Eddie? Are you considering? I can send you a link, man. I can send you a link, but
Eddie's a big fan of the Ghosts as well. I just want to say.
Yeah, I see. I've seen your posts and his posts, and I've yet to have a ghost. I think Dilo. I'm nearly sure Dilo was the first person to tell me about them ghosts. I'm nearly sure he was. Yeah, I need to try it. Do
you guys in the UK have them? Do you have them, Jim and Harrison?
We do, yeah. You can get them. I haven't tried any yet. I used to get the protein, very nice, but I haven't tried their energy drinks. I'm still a monster shill.
Protein ghosts, a monster shill. All right, Harrison, take it away. What do you want to talk about?
The snap, of course. I love the snap.
Okay,
Yes,
straight in
love
there.
that you chose that.
I don't. Sometimes I make these and I'm like, I think this is a good one, and then sometimes I make them like I just phoned it in, and this one was a bit in between because I kind of just phoned it in, but I know there's one I think that might catch you, Harrison. I try to think of the audience, but all right, folks. So we're going to be talking about this artisan John Wick. John Wick is kind of going the way of Spider-Man and Iron Man. There's any amount of them in any different versions, sculpted, not sculpted. You can get your ones, you can get your fours, you can get your ballerinas. On the left is the just artisan John Wick 1, and on the right is the artisan John Wick from the ballerina. If you only get one, what one would you snap away, Harrison?
What one? I'd snap the new one. I'd keep chapter 1. I'd prefer the look for chapter 1.
I kind of anticipate that this could be 4 in a row people saying the same thing. What do you think, Adam? First of all, tell us, Adam, do you have any interest in John Wick? Have you seen the movies? Do you like them? Do you have a John Wick? Do you have any interest in John Wick? Do you want an order?
Love them. I love those movies. I've all 4 on Blu-ray. I have the John Wick Chapter 4 in my Moji case as well. That's actually going to be a factor, I think, when we talk about Scarecrow, because I'll leave that to later on.
You told me. Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
So that's a point that I want to bring on the Scarecrow, because I'm a bit scared about the longevity of that Scarecrow. But anyway, I'm snapping the ballerina John Wick, and the reason why is because I just think that first John Wick movie is just so much more iconic than the ballerina look.
Mm-hmm. I'm not really. I'm just gonna get mine out of the way now because you kind of took the word out of my mouth. Like the 5 movies, the 4 John Wicks and the ballerina. There's not a bad movie there. I thought ballerina could have been like a girl boss movie, but they didn't. They did it really well. They did it really well. The action, just as well choreographed and fast as John Wick. I thought she came across really well. She was really likable, and I think it's actually a really good movie. I liked it more than I thought it would. There's not a bad movie in the series, the 5 of them, but I do think John Wick is the best movie, and that's the one I want. I went for the sculpted option because his hair is so short. So in this case, I got to snap the one on the right. Jim?
I'm gonna snap the one on the left. I prefer the sculpt and hair on the right, so I'm gonna go for that one.
Oh, the both of them are. The both of them are artisan. As in, you just prefer the hair on the right?
I get it, but the hairstyle is different, isn't it? Yeah,
okay. Yeah, gotcha. So you prefer the long-haired look here?
I do, yeah. That's kind of how, despite I'm with you, John Wick 1's my favourite, and I kind of lost track with it a little bit after that. But yeah, I prefer the longer-haired look. No, kind of dig
I think it comes down to the strength of the movie for me, to be honest. But yeah, I get what you're saying. The longer haired look is pretty cool. They might be the same sculpts. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to take a look at it. I haven't actually taken a good look at them. I'm too busy organizing module cases and such. All right, let's go on to the next part. We'll start with you. So Harrison, actually. So you see what I don't have to say it. This one's for you. This one is specific.
Yeah.
This is gifted, wrapped up with a bow for you.
Big time.
If you had to get rid of one of them.
I mean, that's easy. Winter Soldier's gone in a heartbeat. Like, Sam is honestly, he is the most anticipated of anticipated figures for me. I cannot wait to get Sam.
Fair. They're both artisans, so they both might have the same issue. They both might have it's a high probability there's going to be a hairline issue on the 2 of them, maybe more so on Bucky because there's more forehead there, but I think
there is definitely
Norman Reedus' hair kind of quiffs down, so some of it might be hidden, but pretty cool figure though. Yeah, okay. Adam.
Yeah, I'm going to snap the Norman Reedus figure just because I haven't played the game, so I don't know much about it. And obviously, I know more about Winter Soldier from watching the movie, so yeah, going to have to be the Norman Reedus figure. Unfortunately, it does look great though.
Okay, Jim.
Sorry, Harrison, but yeah, I'm going to snap Norman Reedus' Sam as well and keep the Winter Soldier.
I got to do the same thing because I've never played a game, so yeah, I'm not going to waste anyone's time on that. Jim, continue on.
I'm going to snap Arnie's Mr. Freeze.
Wow. I thought you were going to snap the other one. Have you seen RoboCop 2?
I have. It's Robo Kane, is this?
Yep.
Is that what it is? Yeah. I wouldn't personally get either of these, but if I was gonna snap away one, it would definitely be Arnie's Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
I
Adam?
don't have love for it.
Snapping the Robo Cane, keeping the Mr. Freeze. I know, lads. I know. The
You're,
guys are like,
you're a fan of the bat nipples then.
I like.
I
Do
do
you know what?
have
It's the Mr. Freeze character. I love the character as a concept, and even though Arnold Schwarzenegger's one was not very good, some of the puns were good.
There's a lot of memes.
That's a good
There's a lot of
shout.
memeage.
Mr. Freeze has a lot of potential, I think, for a good, like a serious live action adaptation. That's a good shout.
They had him actually planned for the Batman solo movie with Ben Affleck, and to hear that was supposed to be the raid featuring Mr. Freeze just breaks me heart. Breaks me heart. We never got that.
That's tragic. I didn't know that.
The I think this one though, Hot Toys are going to do great on. I think they're going to get the sculpt right, and they do very well with figures that would have like blue faces and green faces and stuff like that. Plus, it's kind of like an Iron Man design with all the light up and LED. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty incredible. Me, like, I really don't like Batman and Robin. But RoboCop 2 is not a particularly great movie. One is not right, Eddie. 2, not so much, but it has some great moments. And this is for the love of the game. This is such a weird, out of left field announcement. It was like, I cannot let this go. This is like 80s, 90s science fiction gold right here. I don't even think it's a particularly amazing design or anything. I think it's kind of funny looking. It's just so ridiculous. I have to. So this one definitely, it has been pulled. But yeah, I'm gonna snap the Mr. Freeze there on this one. Yeah, Ed 209 is a much better design. Ed 209 is cool. This is, look, it's coming home. Harrison.
I think both of these are actually going to be standouts on the shelves when people start getting them in. I think they're going to look really good. But if I had to choose, I would keep Freeze and snap Robocane on that one. I think Freeze is pretty awesome as a figure.
Mm-hmm. I think it will turn out well. That's the stuff, Moose. You love to see it. Okay, so let's go back to the grid then. And Adam's going to decide what we're going to talk about. So if you're just joining us, we've done the snap. We have discussed we've done the spanner there and discussed the kind of a spanner in the works kind of hot take kind of question, which wasn't that hot take at the end of it. But Adam.
They go with the keeping it Irish for the moment. Sorry, lads. The UK lads are pretty sick of the Irishness going on here. I'm going to go with Scarecrow.
With Scarecrow, all right. And of course, being Irish, this and the lads as well. Actually, they're English, but they still know how to pronounce his name. The Americans do struggle. Do you know? Have you heard the Americans say this guy's name?
Oh, it's been so bad to listen to Cillian Murphy, and I've been
Cillian
hearing
Murphy,
yeah. Like, no, guys, it's Cillian.
I mean, it's not Cillian Murphy? What?
Yeah.
No.
Cillian Murphy. Cillian Murphy.
No, Shane,
come on.
Shane did correct me on this once, to be fair.
Okay. Oh, well,
Just,
I
Shane, imagine these guys seeing the name Quiva, like trying to get that out and
or
how
Siobhan.
it's spelled.
Siobhan.
Oh, man.
I was about to say, when I was
Siobhan.
a PT, I had someone coming in, and you see the name, and it was Siobhan, but Siobhan. And I was just like,
yeah.
How am I was just like,
Yeah.
I just asked,
S
really
has
sorry.
an SH sound.
Yeah.
Like
really
the word
and Neve as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like
the
Niam.
MH
Yeah.
gives a V sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even like the Irish
Really.
for walk is shul, but there's no H there. It's just S. Like.
Yeah.
All right, so take it away there. I'm going to flick through these photos, Adam, and let the three of you just chime in and let us know your thoughts on this, and let me know direct me to any particular photos that you want me to direct me towards.
It looks phenomenal, but I'm afraid with the back piece coming off, the back piece of the hair, because the John Wick, and that's what I was just touching on earlier on, the John Wick that I have, the chapter 4, and his back hair is actually, it looks like it's grey. It's a completely different colour from the front of the sculpt of the hair, and it's very off-putting, which is something that I'm quite concerned about. Now, I have this pre-ordered, so I'm looking forward to getting it in. It's going to be one of those figures that I think that are going to be very interesting on the shelf. It looks good. I think the sculpt looks good. Initially, I didn't think it was a 10 out of 10, but seeing a couple of the reviews, I'm like, oh, that's actually jumped up in my estimation as being a very, very solid sculpt. I think they've outsourced the sculpt for Cillian Murphy here. The suit is I think appropriately oversized because they wear baggier suits back then. In those
Yeah,
days,
the slim fit skinny suit hadn't fully
no.
grasped the world, whatever, you know. So,
But it looks great. I'm hyped about this. I have Bane the 2.0. I have the Inart Heath Ledger, the Bank Robber Joker from Hot Toys. I have that pre-ordered. So yeah, I'm loving adding this to the collection.
it's funny, like when this came out, people were raving about that prototype head sculpt. Now, I don't think there's a drop off, and if there is, it's virtually unnoticeable from proto to final. But I was never as high on the sculpt as a lot of people were. Like, now, make no mistake about it. This is cert, and I do think it's a very strong head sculpt. I think it's like, you know, I'd say I'd give it about an 8.5, maybe a little higher. But like, I don't think it's the shrink ray. Whereas I know a lot of people were like, it's the best head sculpt they've ever done, or you know, it's perfect, whatever like that. And I think it's really strong. Just don't get me wrong. I just think maybe it's. I'm still more impressed by, say, the Hugh Jackman Wolverine than I am with this sculpt. I think I would say that's a stronger sculpt and looks more like Hugh Jackman, and this looks like Cillian Murphy. But like, am I the only one who thinks that? Like, I mean, is it as good as everyone's saying it is? Like, just to be clear, this is a great sculpt. It's very strong. I don't think there's any drop off. I just maybe isn't as high on it, even though I'm getting it, as say other people who even weren't getting it were saying it was great. Like, what do you think, guys?
I think this is insanely good, and I kind of wish I was in on the Dark Knight line more every time I see a new release, to be honest. Bane was really good. This is really good. You got the Catwoman from Inart. Like, it's shaping up to be such a good line now. And this plays like right into horror for me as well. Like, Scarecrow is so creepy with that sack on. I do really like this. I think I can see a lot of people arguing to have two versions of this as well. Like this, you can have, like, you want him with the sack on to be Scarecrow, but then putting that head away is just wrong. And like, it needs to be out.
Do you know, this is one of the ones when the T1000 came out, like, well, I suppose when it was in pre-order, maybe not so much when it was actually released. One of the great things about that 2.0 is it came with so much stuff. Like, you had practically, like, you had two head sculpts, which, to be fair, were better than the 1.0, and they were incredible. The base was light up, and that was incredible. But all the stuff, the guns, the stabbing accessories, all that kind of stuff, the magnetic bullet holes and stuff like that, and then the two different outfits. Some people were arguing that they were going to get three of them, which I was like, you know, I'm just going to get one and save money and space, but it gives you an excuse to repose that figure, maybe even if it's once a year or once every 6 months, because it freshens up your display. And I think this is a primary example of that. Whereas like like say Harrison, like say like this look, like that look there, that looks incredible. Like, you're incorporating, you know, the second head sculpt, the burlap sack head sculpt, the smoke accessory, which I actually think looks quite well, and I don't usually like them. You could still have his briefcase in his hand, or you could go full, you know, just the Cillian Murphy head sculpt with the glasses, the visitor badge, and have the suit, the briefcase, and have him holding the burlap sack. So that's personally what I'm going to do. I'll just repose every so often. What do you think, Jim?
I think I'm really glad I'm just not in on any of the Dark Knight stuff, because this actually did turn out really well. I won't lie, Batman Begins isn't my favorite Batman film, to be fair, but this sculpt, the interesting thing, at first I thought, doesn't look good, he's too chunky. Then like he's not chunky, but you know, like Cillian
it's
Murphy,
a bit wide in the face, isn't it? I think that's
it is a little bit
critique on it. Yeah,
it is a little bit, but he does have more puppy fat on his face here than he does, say, like now when you see him in Peaky Blinders, or when you obviously in
Oppenheimer.
Later, he
was there's nothing. He was
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, he was skin and bone.
Strong cheekbones, but the sculpt's really good. The sculpt work on the sack's really good. The suit, randomly, the tailoring's really nice. Like, why couldn't they do that with James Bond? Like the stitch work on the lapels and stuff like that. It's just one of their random bangers that they like to drop every now and again. And it's not even a DX. It's not an artisan. No. It's a standard release.
The A-team are on this one. Yeah,
100%. But
why?
Well, I'm glad, but you know,
with the the suit. I get Adam's point. Even like Christian Bale's suits, they weren't like slickly, finely tailored. It's not like, I think it was just before, say, like, you know, when Skyfall came out, and Craig is obviously in great shape, and his suits are bloody stuck to him. Like, they're just like so perfectly tailored. It was it was before that. This is 2005, and like Skyfall would have come out a few years after that, I believe. And you know, that was kind of like, you know, I think it's Tom Ford suits, and it was kind of representative of what was in fashion at the time and stuff. So the suits on him,
Psycho.
Who? The
American Psycho. Sorry, not Psycho.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Seems a
I
bit
thought you were saying Tom Ford's a psycho. I was like,
but-
oh, he's a psycho. Okay.
Might
So
be,
I do
don't know.
think it's a bit more of a relaxed fit, but I will say I think you will have to be careful with how you pose it. Like, I think it looks very broad there. You know, I don't know, from shoulder to shoulder looks very broad. Maybe it's just the photography on it.
Nice
I think
sweep
it-
to the shoulders, though.
Yeah, you'll have to pose it in a certain way. It looks more fitted. Like that there looks just, maybe it could be just the angle, but it looks
Yep.
perfect. Looks great. But yeah, that could
Hands
be
are a good
that could be the
size.
pose. Anyone else want to weigh in on this before we move on?
I think
Should we get
the I
a
think
price,
the
big one? Yeah.
it could have been an artisan.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think with the hair, I think they could have gone with that, especially with the sculpt. Maybe they were afraid, but I definitely think they could have done that. The head sculpt for the Scarecrow side of it is very good as well, but I think, would I have liked fabric? You know, rather than a sculpted one. I think that might have been good.
Yeah, or even like have a sculpted, like a mold underneath, like an unpainted face, and then
Yeah.
stick the fabric onto the mold in a way. Might be the way to go. Like this here. Yeah, look, I think look, it's a W. I'm actually
Yeah.
personally glad it is sculpted. I just don't trust him with the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
need
especially
I have
that's
two
short,
artisans on pre-order, and I'm scared.
Winter Soldier and something else, is it?
No, it's Qui-Gon, and it is
Ooh,
what's the
nice.
second one? Anakin. Mustafar side. Mustafar Anakin.
Yeah. We'll light a candle for you.
Yeah,
Okay,
do
and
please.
Then again, myself and Harrison, we only have one on order, don't we?
Yeah,
we're
only
waiting
one.
any day now.
What did you
Oh,
guys
it's got to
get?
be literally any day now.
The Winter Soldier.
Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn, is it? That's
No,
Harley Quinn.
No,
No?
the Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
Any
the
day.
Winter
Okay.
Soldier, Bucky.
Yeah. Adam, did you? You already
Yep.
chose Jim.
Let's go. Jinx.
Jinx. Okay. Let's talk about Jinx. This is like, what's the? Is this just an alternative look for Jinx? I didn't finish
It's
Arcane.
from the end of the last, the second season.
Okay, take it away there.
It's like an end game suit. I think it looks really good. When the 1.0, the other version came out, me and Harrison struggled for ages not to jump on that hype train because I love the show. Honestly, I think the show is one of the best animated shows I've seen in a long time. They killed it. This isn't the kind of Jinx. This isn't the look for her that I go for. I do like that they've given her a more sad sculpt because that is quite fitting with the character. Yes, she's a nutcase, but she has quite emotionally driven scenes as well. So it's nice that they've included that. I am gutted it's included with the hood. I don't even know if you can take the hood off of that sculpt. It seems to be one piece, which is a shame. As for the rest of it, everything looks as good as the first one. My only gripe with seeing these is there's a lot of great characters in this show. I just wish that they, instead of doing more of the same, that they ventured out a little bit. They could have done a Silco, a Vanda, or Vire's girlfriend. I forget her name. Totally blanking on that. But yeah, there's so many other characters that they could have done for this show. So I think the frustrating from this is it's a Hot Toys phone-in. A good-looking phone-in, but it's a Hot Toys phone-in when they could have done more with the series. But that's my take on it. Yeah.
Is there much difference, say, between? Do you have the original version of Jinx?
No,
Did you?
sadly not. Maybe one
Yeah,
day,
you were
I'm not-
struggling with it to order it, but you didn't. Is there much
No,
different? Like, I presume it's the same body, same head sculpt. No.
I think it's the same body. The tattoos on the side are the same. Head sculpts, I think, slightly tweaked, but don't quote me on that. and then just a different outfit, as far as I can tell.
Mm-hmm. And you know this like hooded sculpt, is that a separate swap out piece or what? I'll go to the end here and see.
So it's a separate sculpt, as far as I can tell, because her mouth's in a different set. But you can't. I can't see if you can have it without the hood thing.
It says 2 interchangeable head sculpts with separate rolling eyeballs. So does that mean one is with the hair and one is with the hood?
Yeah, I think the hood is just attached to that one, I think.
Yeah, that's annoying.
So you can't interchange the hood between the 2 head sculpts?
No, probably not. But it makes sense though, because sometimes hoods just don't sit properly.
That's a wild looking gun.
Yeah,
it's kind of lost on me. Do you have thoughts on this, Adam or Harrison?
I do like.
Sorry, go ahead, Harrison.
I do like it, but I don't like it as much as the first. I don't think this head sculpt is as good. I think she just looks a bit too old. She doesn't quite look like Jinx here. I don't know why, because it's not that different, but she just looks a bit odd. And I actually quite
this shot especially is a bit shocking.
Yeah, it doesn't look like her, and while there is like a little bit of time that passes by this point, and she does cut her hair off, she doesn't actually change how she looks. So, I think the sculpt's a little bit of a miss. I do prefer the one with the hood on, but the first version of Jinx with the pigtails and that look, I think is more iconic for Jinx. Looks better. But this still is good. If you missed on the first, or maybe you passed because you wanted this version, then you're winning. But I do agree with Jim as always that there's so many characters from this show that you could easily do. This could have waited.
Absolutely no take on this. Sorry, you glitched there. Sorry, I thought you'd stop talking, but you just actually froze. What you said you agree with Jim as usual. That's the last.
I agree with Jim as usual. With the fact that there's so many other characters that they could do. This could have waited a little while.
He then also ended with Jim as the best person in the world. Just so you know.
That's funny.
No.
And then Vita has given you a backhand there. It's like my critical eye has rubbed off on the two of you. I'm so proud.
Yeah. That's because we're too nice about everything, apparently.
She saved me so much money.
No, I don't think you're nice. No, you are nice, but I don't. I've heard you critique things, like you never really say this is fucking shit, man. Go on a full rant, So it's like
we're too chill.
Maybe that's it. Yeah, I finished Welcome to Derry.
What did you think?
Awesome.
Yeah, I think it's a good show. I can see why people like it. And it kind of explains a bit more about like who Pennywise is. And I would definitely watch season 2, and the kids were great. And I think a lot of the actors were great. Like, so yeah, I did enjoy it. It didn't do enough for me to go, oh, I need to get that in our Pennywise. But I can see why people were hyped about the new version, and then a blood-soaked version as well. Yeah, so I probably rewatch it, to be honest. Like, yeah, I did like it. I have no thoughts on this, so I'm going to go to Adam before we move on. Adam, any interest in this?
I've not seen the series, so I don't know anything about it, but I've a smidge of a conspiracy theory. My conspiracy theory about Hot Toys is that they release something like this as like an R&D for something that's coming later, and this gives me a lot of the Huntrix from the movie, the K-pop Demon Hunters vibes, and it's almost like they use these things to kind of get stuff out of the way and see how it works. Like Jim was saying about the tailoring on Bond not being great, but the tailoring on Scarecrow being good. It's almost like they use things at times to try and work with what they can. Like I remember a couple of months ago, I said to Will Foxification, I said, I think that Wolverine that's coming out, that Weapon X, is probably meaning that they're going to get the Masters of the Universe license. And sure enough, comes a He-Man and a Skeletor. And
good call.
I think that this might be it. I think that they might be trying to see how does this animated stuff translate into kind of the real world along with the clothing. And I think you'll see the 3 girls. Like, I've been surprised that the Saja boys haven't been announced yet, but I do think that this is what they're working on. I think it's like a small R&D thing. But no, I've no idea about this series. The lads have recommended it. I might go and check it now as a result, because if the guys think it's good, it's obviously worth a watch.
No, that to be fair, I've heard. I got to like episode 3, and I was told if you get to episode 3, you'll be hooked. I just wasn't like, it didn't do it for me. I don't know, and I'm sure it's good. If anyone else said this, I would correct them and I would say, well, only half the panel are British, and myself and Adam aren't. But I know Jose knows his geography. He's just annoyed because Mexico were defeated by England. Was it last night? I think it was last night. Was it?
Yeah, it was last night.
This morning, technically, for us.
Yeah. Sorry,
In
you're
his
right.
defense,
You're right.
We didn't expect it to happen either. So there you go.
Have you seen the memes that have come from it?
No,
I haven't.
Oh man! So the Spanish, not the Spanish coach, the Mexican coach last night called Anthony Gordon. He said Gordon, and Anthony Gordon turned and looked at him and he went "fuck you" and started laughing. So like that's been an explosive made since then. And then last night Harry Kane did an interview and he sounded like Mickey Mouse, but they have him superimposed over or birthed from the Muppets superimposed over him. So funny.
That's funny. Must check him out. Cool. We'll just get rid of this and I'm going to go through some basics. So thank you very much to the 5,884 subscribers. We're on the journey to 6K. Not really great for pushing the subs and getting content out of there this week because I've been working on the module cases, but there is a lot coming. We're going to get back on it now. I'm kind of nearly there, so I promise to get back on the content creation game. So if you're watching now live on the replay, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, shout out. Also, you can follow me at 16figurefolks on Instagram. Shout out to the new channel members, Obi-Wan's Attic 35, which is just a hilarious username, and Junus Rab, who's from Finland, who is in the chat, I believe. Okay, so we got 2 different tiers, troopers and commanders, and we also have some gifties. So the gifties are Rampesh, James, Empty Proxy, JLam97, Eddie Rodriguez. The troopers are Obi-Wan's Attic, who I just mentioned is brand new, Chris K, Fiddy Z, TJ Mike, Keith Lee, Collectors Universe, 16 Mike, Viking Collectibles, Yomo, The Ben Thomas Show, Dogito, 16 Shooter, Figures and Fandom, Howard Potts, H and Silver Fox, Brian Wong, Jim Collector, Lancelot's Nerd Corner, Mike L and Ryan Smith. Just give a little appreciation for Shiny. And the commanders have their YouTube names displayed at the end of all the different content like this. So it's going to give them a bit of acknowledgement there as well. Thank you very much for your support. Rest in peace, Mark Mitchell. Who's picking next? Are we back to Harrison?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I can choose one. Let's go with Spider-Man.
Okay. I don't want to speak for everyone, but I presume, now correct me if I'm wrong, this came as a massive shock and surprise to absolutely nobody.
Oh, I can.
Am I out of my mind there? Am I wrong on that?
I was surprised to see it today, but not surprised that it is a thing.
Yeah,
it's very much
like
that.
I think when they came out with the red and blue final swing suit movie promo edition that was branded No Way Home, which was really weird and limited, we all knew, okay, we can see what you're doing. You're just doing that, cashing in on that. Weird the way it wasn't branded Brand New Day, because I'd say that suit is in Brand New Day. It hasn't been an error. You know, if it was a movie promo 2.0 and it was branded Brand New Day, you'd be like, okay, it's in the start of the movie before he makes his own suit, whatever. Like, I don't know, I haven't seen the movie. I'd assume that's going to be how it's going to go. He'll have the final swing shiny suit at the start, and then he'd stitch this one together or whatever. But like, this is just Hot Toys being Hot Toys. Like, I think the only people who would be like blindsided by this is if you've just got in the hobby today or this week, or no, a few weeks, maybe a few months. But I think if you've been in the hobby for a few months, if you've been in the groups and talking to other collectors and communicating with other collectors and watching reviews and watching streams, this is how it goes. Like they give you the one that you don't really want, and then they release the one you want. They Return the Jedi Han. They did that first, then they announced Bespin Han. The Neo Reloaded. They haven't announced their Neo from the first movie 2.0, but it is coming, and we could all name multiple different. So we knew that this was going to come eventually, and it has been teased today. Jim, Harrison, are you finished, or do you want to? Is there any other stuff are you interested in? Or?
All I would say is I would recommend holding off, because I feel like there will be at least 2 different figures from this movie for Spider-Man.
2 different suits specifically
Yeah.
for Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think so, especially because this one, he has web shooters, and if you've seen the trailer, you know eventually he doesn't need them anymore. So
Very good, very good. I like it. Yeah. Is this the most traditional looking Tom Holland Spider-Man suit we've seen to date? Like, as in the one
Big
that looks
time.
most like the comics. Would that be
yeah,
correct?
I would say so.
It looks good, doesn't it?
I really like it. I want to upgrade to get a new Tom Holland Spider-Man. I've still got the Far From Home one, so I am looking to upgrade. And if this is the one, that it could definitely be. Like, it looks really, really good. But I need to watch the film. I need to see if there's any other suits first, and then I can make my decision.
The only Spider-Man I have is the final swing suit, the 1.0, the actual one with the beautiful snow base. Absolutely love that diorama and that head sculpt and everything. And I don't think I need another one. I would have to watch this movie, and I would have to absolutely knock my socks off, because I'm a big No Way Home fan. So yeah, but I like the way I like the web lines on it. I like the eyes in it. I love the kind of blood red, kind of bright, the contrast between that and the blue. A lot of people didn't like the final swingsuit because of the shiny blue, but it was screen accurate. It was shiny blue. So yeah, I'll see the movie and see what the story is. Now, this thing here, is this a base, or is this part of a Tease Scorpion? What do you think? Because they could be doing the
Base,
No Way Home.
base, and more, and another base. It's the 100%.
It's all about that base. I wish I had that
Yeah.
clip now, but I don't. Yeah. So you think this is not a tease for Scorpion?
They
this
could
is
do.
just a
They
piece?
could do a. Yeah, they could do a Scorpion, but then it also makes me think, if they're including it on the base, then maybe they're not doing Scorpion.
Because they didn't do Lizard, and
No.
what other ones? They
Sandman.
didn't do Sandman. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they did one of those bases. I think it was the integrated suit, came with like a Doc Ock arm, I think, and then they did Doc Ock.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Face sculpt wasn't great.
That's true.
Tentacles
That's
were
true.
great.
That is true. So maybe they will do the Scorpion, but we'll
What do you
have
think,
to
Jim?
wait and see.
I agree with you, by the way. I think whether they do it or not, I think this will come with, there's a regular version and a deluxe that comes with like a posable tentacle or something like that. So what do you think, Jim?
I think Harrison's spot on. Don't jump on this unless you plan to buy everything from this film already until you've seen the film, because he must on average have 2 suits per film, or multiple looks. We don't know how battle damage he's going to get at some point. We don't know what his head sculpt looks like. I'm definitely a sucker for more of a battle damage sculpt. That one, the recent one on the Iron Spider 2.0, 3.0, whatever that was, fantastic sculpt. It was more battle damaged. So I also need a Spider-Man. I have the Japanese one, but it doesn't quite count. So I do need a Spider-Man. This could be the one. I really dig this suit. I like the colors. I like the red. I like the pop of the webcasters as well. I actually think that looks quite nice. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of this, and I'd be tempted, especially because that 1.0 you're talking about, Shane, that hasn't decreased in value. That's still up there, and I can't bring myself to kind of spend that on an older figure at this point.
This is the thing, when they're making, say, like, Tom Holland's, the Spider-Man at the moment, whether you like it or not. Like, I know a lot. Andrew has his loyalists and Toby has loyalists, but he's the active Spider-Man at the moment, we could say that.
Yeah. I like
In the same way that Corn Sweat is the active Superman at the moment, and that's just the way it is. But like, because they're the type of figures that, like, say Tom Holland, he's okay. No Way Home was a few years ago, I get that, but there was a time there, like, if you condense all the movies he was in a relatively short period of time, you had his own trilogy, then you had Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. Like, there were 6 movies in probably less than 6 years. They were making, and there are multiple suits from each. They've made him a lot, so I don't feel that the No Way Home one is like I don't see it as outdated. Do you know what I mean? In the same way as in
It's
like
not really.
yeah,
The
in the same way
2.0
as
is a weird step.
when if you see the Bane 1.0 and the Bane 2.0, this would be the most obvious example. It's like okay, yeah, they're completely different. This is more like Range Trooper and Range Trooper. Okay, that's not the same thing. No, that's not the same. I retract that statement because this is a different suit, to be fair. And probably a different scoop. But you know what I mean? It's not like,
Sure.
oh, they made this 10 years ago or a Spider-Man 10 years ago and then this new one, oh, everything is so better, much better. So, like...
It's not an upgrade, is it? It's just an alternative. You don't need every single one at the moment because they're all coming out pretty quick. So they're not upgrading as such. Like, yeah, there will be aspects that probably are a little bit better, but not crazy amount. Yeah, it's what I mean.
Yeah,
It's not.
I get what you mean.
It's not a crazy amount that you would have. It's not like, oh my god, now I have to buy the new one because it's so.
But
much
Even
better.
the difference between the 1.0 of Shane's one and that 2.0, like the differences there wouldn't be enough to upgrade.
A lot of people
from
thought
that
the body
day.
proportions actually were better on the 1.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, some did.
Yeah, and like the I don't think you can call that one a 2.0. They haven't done enough to make it a 2.0, you know, but with this like I kind of only want one Tom Holland Spider-Man or one representation of Spider-Man. What this has going in its favor is it's very, very close to like a comic book representation. Just the webbing, the eyes, the spider, the blue and red, the blue and red. And it's like
series as well.
yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, and I really love the final swingsuit. Now, as much as it's shiny, I actually like that because that's the way it was on the movie, and he made that suit as well. So it was like, at that stage, it was pretty close. I would have a bit of a twist with the shiny blue parts. So for me, it's like, I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I really like that suit, and I really like No Way Home. So this movie would have to be like, you know, like beyond that level or better for me to go, yeah, okay. Because if I like Brand New Day better, and I think it's a better movie, and I'm real hyped in it, and the suit looks great in the movie, and the action looks great in the movie, then I'll be like, okay, I could be tempted to sell this one and pre-order this, but it would want to be as good or preferably better for me to go through that hassle. You know what I mean? Because yeah. Adam, what do you think? You're very quiet, Adam. Are you still alive?
Yeah. I'm good. I just wanted to hear what your guys' thoughts was on it because I've a lot of different thoughts about this. The Spider-Man movies, the Tom Holland
One second. Go for it. And I'll just listen.
He's shilling out there. He put the seat back. The Tom Holland suits, as the lads were saying there, it does seem to have two suits a movie. I do think that they're hiding the black suit, the symbiote suit, in this movie for sure. They've not shown a villain in the movie at all. They're talking about the movie has a villain that can't be seen. We see Peter's eyes turn black. It says to me that the symbiote suit is going to be in it, and that Peter himself is potentially going to become the villain. No way they do Man-Spider. Man-Spider's far too scary for the kids that are out there that'll go and see this movie. One thing I'll say as well is about the suit. It looks great. It looks accurate to what they're doing within the movie. Anytime you see Marvel, though, inch closer to that, especially like what they look like in the comics. Like I knew once Endgame was coming up that Tony Stark was fucked when we seen the gold arms and legs.
Yeah.
I was like, he's fucked. And Captain America the same. I was like, he could go too now because that's a pretty accurate suit. They did it to Scarlet Witch as well. And I'm seeing this with Spider-Man. And if all the leaks that are coming out are true, I do think, and some of the things Tom Holland is saying about like the next iteration of Spider-Man, I'm wondering if they're going to follow the comics with the Kraven stuff and the black suit and what happened there, but
he's contracted for this movie and 2 more, I believe. So
yeah, which will take him into Doomsday and Secret Wars. So, and apparently that's going to be Secret Wars is going to be a restarting of the MCU, completely new characters. Well, not completely new characters, but completely new actors as characters. So, sort of like what they've done with the DCU. The DCU and the MCU seem to share an awful lot of crossover. But yeah, it looks good. I do think that that's a Dio base. The Scorpion not having a helmet is quite a strange decision in the movie, and Scorpion was in the comics a character who had the Venom symbiote. So Yeah, look, I think it looks good, but it definitely makes me look at it and go, very close to the comics, and usually a character is getting ready to be killed off when they do things like this.
That's fair. I just want to highlight 2 comments. This is a random one. So, Cliff Strayer, 6 minutes is crazy. Are you talking about like extra time or something? Because I've noticed that a lot of the football matches in the World Cup, there's 6 minutes of extra time. Both halves probably take into account the water breaks as well. Just seems like everyone I've watched, the extra time in either first or second half was 6 minutes. Or, I don't know, did you get hit with an ad for 6 minutes or something? That'd be strange, but just let us know, please. Okay, so who else? Other things here. Yeah, I do wonder what he'll turn into when his eyes turn black. Maybe Venom is in this, because the post-credit scene in No Way Home there was a little bit of a symbiote goo left in their universe, if you remember. So, I mean, that wouldn't be too much of a stretch. Do you remember the end of that Tom Hardy's at the bar, and then he kind of, I can't remember, he disappears anyway. He
Does, yeah. He gets sucked back into his world.
Yeah, and then he's a little
Shame.
tiny bit dropped on the bar. Would that be right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit
Yeah,
of
that's it.
yeah.
And the Venom symbiote in these movies has been said to be multiversal. So when Tom Holland is saying there's only one person that knows he's Peter Parker, I'm like, I think he spoiled it. And Zendaya's on the press tour with him, is like shutting him down every time he says something. She's like, no, it's fine. And she's wearing
That's
black, and
famous
he's
for
wearing
that,
black, and I'm like,
So you think like Venom knows he's Peter Parker?
yeah.
And the Venom, but is the Venom isn't the Sony Tom Hardy version of Venom though?
I think Keith David is going to voice for who's voiced Spawn in the animated series. We haven't seen who he's playing either.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. You know what I like about this? I have no idea what's going on. It's nice to have a trailer that gives some away, but not everything. Whereas like Doomsday, which is okay, everyone's speculating when the trailer's going to be. It'll more than likely be before Brand New Day, I'd imagine. But all we've got is those like 4 little snippets. And it was basically, oh, Thor's back. Oh, you remember Steve Rogers? Oh, Steve Rogers is back. And it's really like, member berries. Really, like, they did nothing for me. I've said it before, I said it again. Cameos, I don't really care. Make sure the movie is good. Make sure the story is good. Make sure the acting, the dialogue, and all the basics is there, and the effects and your action build and all that. The cameos won't make or break a movie for me. Yeah, it's fun and all that, but like we're kind of, if it's not a surprise and you're expecting them and predictable, then it's just kind of anticlimactic. Like, but this does look good, and I don't know what's going on, and I like that. So yeah. Okay, any other thoughts on that tease? We move on? Yeah, we'll move on. All right. Adam, do you want to choose?
Go with John Wick.
John Wick. Okay.
Mr. Wick.
Yeah, I once saw him kill a man in a bar with a pencil. I love that first one, man.
So
you know, the setup is so good, because it's just like, like in the 80s and 90s, all those like, action movies, pure action movies were huge, whether it was Jean-Claude or Stallone or Arnie or whoever. And then they kind of went away for a while, and like maybe the noughties and obviously the teens, because you had definitely from the late noughties onwards, or mid noughties even, when you had all the surge in superhero movies. It's like the westerns back in the day, and now it's superhero movies are the genres possible, and eventually be something else. So when I sat down to watch that, I was just, this is just an action movie, a straight up action movie. The setup was so good, they like, the man is hurting because he's lost his wife. The little cute touch of the dog, and then he's like, he's the guy who from Game of Thrones plays that character so well. It's like I just want to hate him. And then everyone completely spooked after what they killed the dog and everything like that. The setup that goes on for like, I think that goes on for a good 45 minutes in a movie, doesn't it? So you're like, It really brings you in and goes, this is the situation. This is his motivation. It's very clear. You can't kill a dog, man. You cannot kill a puppy like that. It just worked so well.
Great movies.
Yeah. So, but that
Ian
first
McShane's so good in them as well.
Yeah, Lovejoy he used to play. Yeah, that show.
And interesting as well, Chad Stahelski's doing the new Highlander movie with Henry Cavill. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah. I don't think I've
So
ever
he's
sat
done-
down and watched those Highlander movies. They got by me when I was younger. Yeah.
The original one's good. I like it. I like Henry Cavill. I'm a big fan, so
Mm-hmm.
looking forward to that.
Yeah, Susan Boyle is in the Spider-Man movie. I heard that too, man. I heard that too. Did she get paid $3 million per word like Messi?
There's rumours that Messi's in the Brand New Day and he got paid stupid money for his appearances. It is
No
rumours.
way. Rumors.
Yeah.
So I don't trust these rumors anymore because I went to see Deadpool and Wolverine in New Zealand, and I think with the time difference I got to see it a few days before I came over here or something like that. And Ian said, just do me a favor, can you just tell me if this person is in it? No other spoilers, just say yes or no. And I said no. And I was like, you're not going to believe who it is. And then he was like, okay, go on, just tell me. And I let on that like Susan Boyle was Ladypool. And I had him going because it's so ridiculous because anyone could turn up in Deadpool. You know what I mean? But I had him going.
You would believe that for Deadpool, to be fair.
Yeah, it's the only. But I sold it. I really sold it. I was like, man, I'm telling you, I was as freaked out as you. It just makes no sense. It's real meta, like. But yeah. And
My
then I went to
missus
see
was
it.
absolutely stunned when fucking Chris Evans turned into fire. She was like, "What's going on? What's happening?"
Yeah.
I've never seen the Fantastic Four movies. I was like, "He's the Human Torch." She's like, "What's that?"
Yeah, well, imagine how people are going to feel when they're like, didn't that guy used to play Iron Man? What's going on here? There's no way they're bringing him back just for Doom. He's some version of Iron Man. It'll be weaved into the story. It's happening, which unfortunately is going to kind of piss all over a fantastic death scene, you know? So,
Yeah.
okay, I hope I'm wrong on that, but I don't think I am. Okay, so John Wick. This is... Okay, since I've been in this hobby, I remember they did a John Wick... Did they do a John Wick 1? I know they did a John Wick 2. I think they did a John Wick 1 and then a 2. And then they did a 4.
They did a 2. The 2 was the first one.
Right. They
Skip
didn't do a
3?
1 or a 3 until... Okay, I know they'd 1 on pre-order, but... So they did a 2. They did a 4.
Yeah.
Now, then you have the sculpted and artisan John Wick from 1 that are on pre-order now. And then you got another one now. So, yeah, they love Keanu. Adam, you just take it away on this and I'll flick through the photos and you can give me your thoughts. Oh, by the way, I'll just give you the price on this because I think this went up for... I think I saw $400 because it is artisan and it went up today. They just dropped it. Or maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong on that. Anyone have a
I
price
know
on
it
this?
was 567, I think, on kit.
405. Yeah, well,
think he's
Sideshow
fine.
price is the 407. What's the kit price, Adams?
567, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. It's from the movie The Ballerina, so I'm not going to buy it because I have the
It
chapter.
looks like
2
a ballerina in this photo, to be honest.
It's
You're doing a
great
cha-cha or
movie.
something.
In fairness, it's a good movie, and like you were saying there, it does a lot of things with the world that opens it up a lot and makes you understand him a lot more. And I think the movie did a good job in showing that he's not beatable. He is the Baba Yaga. I think the figure out looks great. I think the head sculpt is excellent. The face sculpt that they've done for it is really, really nice. The hair's nice as well. I have to say, I agree with you, Shane. I do prefer with this kind of length of hair look that a sculpted will do. But yeah, I think they're doing good things with Keanu Reeves and John Wick. It obviously makes money if they keep doing more, and that's a good thing because I do want to see the figures from that. I do think the Chapter 2 sculpt is better. I think the battle damage sells it a little bit more, whereas this one obviously is just clean and he just
You mean
looks...
the Chapter 1 that's on pre-order now? The first one?
It's Chapter 1, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. That's just John Wick, the first one. On this though, I actually hair this length, I do prefer rooted. But it's just, while I have noticed Hot Toys are getting better at... One of my main issues with the Hot Toys artisan hair since they started, the one thing that stood out to me with the Joker when it came out in the first light side Anakin was the volume, the sheer volume of hair. And it was very evident with the Scarlet Witch as well. And then it was curled as well, whereas I thought like the sculpted version just looked better. The silhouette, just the silhouette and the volume. I think they've got better at that. That Harley Quinn, as much as the hairline wasn't great, but the volume of the hair was quite good, I thought. I thought it was like, okay, they had pigtails in the back, to be fair, in the same way that Jack Sparrow had the braids, so they can kind of tame it a bit. But I thought the volume of hair on her head like wasn't huge. It was actually quite well done, but the hairline wasn't. This does look great. But that hairline there, it doesn't look incredible there or natural. Like if I got it like that, I'd be like, okay, fine. It's still not an Inart, but it's like, it's okay. I just think this is just going to be like a straight line when it comes out, and that's why I'm worried about the Artisan Winter Soldier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the fact it doesn't have a sculpted version of it as well for this version of John Wick is also a concern for people too, which is understandable, because if you prefer sculpted ones like myself, especially when it comes to Hot Toys, because they have such a hit or miss record, I do think that this not having a sculpted one, not great, you know?
So I'm going to check everything. Yeah, go on.
I do kind of think as well too, the hair has to be right on this, otherwise they do have a problem on their hands that if it comes out looking like Lord Farquaad with this hair, you know.
Like I think the lie of the hair is good, and the volume of the hair is good, and the color is good, and the hairline looks okay there. It's not perfect, but it's, to be honest, if I got it on the shelf, I'd be happy with it. But I just don't think it will turn out like that. But I think they are getting better though. So separate rolling eyeballs function, wool hair implantation. You get a samurai sword. You get like an assault rifle. I don't know the exact name for this gun. It's good with a scope on it, a bunch of swap out hands, and a pistol, which won't be the. I think it's supposed to be a pit viper. I think I'm writing that. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section or in the chat. The base, I like the magnetic base, but can you predict what I'm going to say? Anyone?
Yeah, the nameplate is awful.
It is horrible. They did the same thing. It's too much. Just say John Wick. You don't need his bloody obituary. Okay, he wouldn't be an obituary because you can't kill him. But you don't need his life story tattooed in the top of it or whatever. Like, it's the same with Eve McCarroll, the ballerina. It was just like, it's from the world of John Wick, ballerina, and then it was like Eve McCarroll. Just put the name. That looks really, that irks me. That would be like, I can't use this base now, or use it backwards. I just know.
Yeah, use it backwards.
It's scrunched in there, isn't it?
I hate it, which is a shame because it's a really nice base.
Yeah. What do you think of the likeness, Harrison?
I think it's really, really good. I haven't compared it to Chapter 1 yet, so I don't know if I prefer that one or not yet. But I do like having the little bit of battle damage on that one, so that could win just for that. I do think this is probably one of their best artisans that they've shown so far. As a prototype, it looks pretty good. I can't really see any glue. It's styled really well. It's not too big, like you said. So they've definitely like done a lot better for this. I just hope that it turns out like this, especially as we keep seeing they sort of straighten off the hairline for most of the artisans. And anybody that's looked at Keanu knows that he's got quite a unique hairline where he's got like the peak in the middle. So I feel like you can't really mess his hairline up. Like it's quite unique hairline. So as long as it's as good as this, if not better, when it releases, I think it could potentially be the best looking John Wick. But then also it just depends on what is your favorite film. Like I still think Chapter 1 is better for me because I really like the turtleneck look from Chapter 1 with the hair slicked back. Like I really like that. And then obviously if you do prefer longer hair on him that's just down, then Chapter 4 is still an option. I think that's still, I've got that one still. I think it looks really good still. And there's not that much difference between this and that. Like the sculpt is better, they're like new base, but I still think Chapter 4 is pretty good.
Yeah, the I see what Adam's saying. I like the long haired look on him. I think he looks cooler with the long hair like this. It's just I'm only gonna have one John Wick. I had the 4 when the 1 came out. That was put up for pre-order. That was it. I was like, right, I sold the 4 and I'm gonna look after the one. I'm just actually looking for. I have the Hot Toys photos of the John Wick one, so I'm gonna kind of go back and forth between them. I just want to find a similar picture. Jim, what do you think?
I don't quite have the eye for this character. I think like you guys do, but I think objectively this looks really good. I think you're right. The artisan hair looks good. The hairline's a worry for most of these, although they have dropped figures where it's not been a massive issue. I'm thinking of the Black Widow and that first imposter Joker was pretty good as well. So time will tell, but the likeness I'm digging. I think it's pretty strong. I don't know compared to the first one, but I think overall this looks pretty good.
I'm just going to show you. I'm going to go back and forth. So what you're looking at, if you just joined us, this is the artisan John Wick from the ballerina. And I'm just going to switch to this. This is the artisan John Wick from the first John Wick movie. Okay. Now, I got to admit, as much... Now, by the way, I've got the sculpted on this. I actually don't like the artisan hair on this. Because he had his hair... His hair is shorter. There's obviously less volume. He had it slicked back. So in order to do that with real hair, they have to put a load of product in it. I get that. I understand that. But I actually think the sculpted hair looks better on this. But if I'm just comparing the two of these, just at face value, I gotta say, as much as I prefer the first movie and I have the sculpted John Wick on order, I think the likeness to Keanu Reeves is better on the new one. I gotta say that. Am I just seeing things, or... So this is the artisan John Wick. This is the artisan ballerina John Wick.
Both are pretty strong. If you look at
I think the
pictures,
first
they
one
look
is
like in the first film.
I think the first one's much better, personally speaking.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah.
I think that John Wick Chapter 1 looks a lot better. I think it's like what they do with the Iron Mans. They're deceiving you somewhat with the battle damage. It's a little bit closer. But that Chapter 4, or the ballerina one, sorry, it is a little bit older than the fact he's a little bit cleaner. I do think it's a harder sell a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, like this is the one for me, man. The first movie is it's just John Wick. I want to see, what does he come with though? Everything. He should come with everything. He does come with a lot more. Now, I get, like I said, I won't be getting the gold coin or the artisan hair because I think his hair is... This comes back to, we're kind of gone full circle now, Adam. While I think this hair here is long enough to definitely warrant rooted, and I would prefer to have rooted hair this length, but I prefer to have sculpted hair on this one, to be honest.
Yeah. I think the sculpted actually looks better.
Pardon? Yeah, I
think
so.
sculpted looks better.
I think so too.
Yeah, I went back and forth a good bit, but I was like, no, I kept coming back to the sculpt, and I was like, okay, this is a no-brainer. It's cheaper, and I think it looks better, and the hair is so short anyway. But we're just comparing like with like here for the sake that they're both artisan. But this one comes with a lot more guns. That they're three separate guns there, because this one has a sight. This one here is a completely different shape, and this one's more like a machine gun here. It doesn't have a sight, so there's three different guns, and he's got two different hand guns, and he got a bunch of different holsters and clip places for clips and stuff like that. And I think on the ankle, is that like a knife holster, a scabbard, or a scabbard? Wouldn't be called a scabbard, but base is terrible. Base is they just stopped painting
Very
it.
basic.
That is rough. Yeah, and they give him the pencils. Sweet, brilliant. Yeah, he's gonna write in his diary with that. So back to this. Is anyone on the panel actually getting this?
No,
Not
it's
for
a
me.
pass.
You sounded a bit angry there. No.
I want it.
No. Move on, Shane. Read the room.
I blame you as a content creator. You've put this triple threat
Yeah,
stuff
there
into
you
my
go.
head.
There
My
you go.
fucking
There you
content
go.
creators, man.
Yeah. Eddie said, I think each Keanu, they do get the likeness better, but his head looks huge though. Is that on the new one, or could that be maybe the hair as well? Just kind of add an extra volume, making the head look a bit bigger.
Possibly.
Who else? Sterling's Fine Art was saying the new one is a better likeness, hands down. Yeah, I do think it has a better likeness, but I'm still going for the other one. First movie. Jim. Oh, was Spain 1-0? Game over, yeah?
Not yet. But it's
Oh,
looking
right.
right.
I would
Lads,
love.
game over, lads. Yeah,
1-0, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it is.
I don't
crazy.
know. I'd say,
That
yeah.
how Roberto Martinez got a job after that Belgium debacle. It's crazy.
What happened with Belgium?
He had basically the golden generation of Belgium, and they failed to do anything. And now he's taken Portugal, who again have a golden generation and has failed.
Yeah,
Crazy.
because Belgium were like ranked number 1 in the world or not so long ago, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they had.
I noticed that,
amazing
yeah.
team.
It's funny though, like, I mean, Italy aren't there.
Mhm.
Ireland, another football strong powerhouse, aren't there? Clearly. Brazil are gone. Netherlands are gone. Did you say Belgium? Belgium are still in. They're playing tonight, aren't they?
Play the USA, yeah. USA could
Yeah.
beat them.
Well, even if they don't, I think Trump can just make them play again. And, like, he took there was
Good.
that is
You do something
mental.
like that.
That's just not fair at all. The whole red card. It's a
Yeah.
red card. He's supposed to miss a game, and then they're changing halfway. I mean, that's FIFA need to grow up here. That's it. Do you know, that's ridiculous.
I said to
Just-
Vita. You need to grow
yeah,
up that
rules are rules. Like, that's set a good example for people, like, or anything like.
Shameful.
Okay, so we will get rid of this. Any closing thoughts before we get rid of this?
No.
How long before we see Chapter 2, 2.0, or Chapter 3?
Toy Fair exclusive next year, 2027. I'd say it'd be just a bit too soon even for them now. Okay, so what we've left here is we have Supergirl. We have got, I think that's it. Is that it? Anyone got any news this week?
Yeah, I would say it's just the top line left. And yes, I got Andor in.
Oh, right. And how is it? You got off David, didn't you?
I did get it off David. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, he's. I think he looks better in person. Personally,
He does
Yeah.
100% look better. Yeah.
yeah.
And are you ditching the vest as well? I really like the vest. And I know what
Yeah,
Jim
the
was
ve-
saying.
the-
It's like,
The vest
Throws off.
instantly came off. Instantly.
yeah.
And yeah,
Is it just a lost cause? Like,
Yeah, I like. I must admit, I didn't even try posing it with it on. I was just like, no, the vest is coming off.
yeah. So
Yeah,
it's just
put the vest on. It's my
a
Spider-Man.
$2,000 custom. Hey, hold that. I want to see.
I was just like, there we go. You can go on it's a random little custom.
That
there.
doesn't
This
look
little
totally
Spider-Man.
terrible. I must admit.
because it looks like it's from the 70s. You know, so
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
everything was ill-fitted in the 70s. Eddie, you're not wrong on that. You know what? I think they were trying to
yes.
get the license and couldn't. But they're going to be doing, I believe, a Neo from the first movie. So you never know. You never know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what were we talking about? So anyone else besides? So you got Andor. Anyone else pick up anything? Nope.
No, sadly not. Sadly not.
We'll have a look at some of these Supergirl photos. So
Go for
Yeah.
it. This feels like ages ago now, the Supergirl announcement.
yeah, I'll just flick through some of the photos. You know what? Do you have a price in her? Anyone get her? Or anyone seen the movie?
No,
No.
no.
No,
price.
and no.
We're not exactly
It's a
off
lot
to a
of no.
flying start, are we, guys?
No, not really.
She was
Yeah.
really
Not
expensive though. From what wasn't she like just
Yeah.
short of 500 with kit, and even on Inart,
That's
I think
mad.
she's like 450. So even with shipping, you're getting close to 5.
Yeah. Look, you know my thoughts on that Gun Superman movie. And I won't go see this movie. I've seen enough. I don't know if the movie is good or not. I haven't seen it, so I can't say for a fact if it's good or not. I just seen it. There's nothing enticing me to go see it based on the James Gunn Superman, based on the trailers and stuff like that. I'm gonna hold out and just spend the same money on Odyssey. Hopefully have a better time. So are these? No, I'm on the wrong bloody ones. Sorry guys. Absolute amateur
Oh
hour.
my goodness.
It's all right, just don't do it again.
Okay. So is this that was quick.
Tell him.
So am I on the right page even Where are all her?
Yeah, just keep going down.
That's
There
them.
they are.
There we go. There we go.
Harrison, take
Man, I understand now. I understand why there's no Walkman here, because these aren't headphones; they're earmuffs. Her ears are cold, so they gave her huge earmuffs. They're too big, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking as someone who actually, okay, I had a Walkman when I was a kid, and my first Walkman had these little orange things, and they weren't that big, man. They're too big. Apparently, there's no Walkman attached into the wire. The wire just goes into her coat, disappears. But they have said in the live stream that they're going to make them. We'll flick through some of
That's
this.
good.
The sculpt's definitely off. Do we think their sculpts on this line have been their two worst so far?
Yeah.
Apart from Malfoy, I would
Agree.
say Malfoy would be a little
Malfoy's a
bit
good
weak.
shout. Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
probably their weakest.
I think if I had to rate them all, idea for a video. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rank them all from worst to best. Watch now, someone else will just drop that video tomorrow. I will. Malfoy is the worst. I think I'd agree with you, and it's still not terrible, but it's. What I've noticed about this is there was a lot more back and forth about what's better about both of these two figures. What about the
Apps is better on
proportions?
this. I feel like the Hot Toys likeness is slightly stronger. The proportions don't bother me that much. I saw you guys were saying that they look a bit strange, but no.
It looks very tall. It looks very
Yeah.
stretched out or something.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. She looks tall. Now it's hard
She's
when
only
she's not
5'5".
next to. Yeah, and it's hard when she's not
Something like
next
that.
to, like, say, the Corn Sweat Superman, which I think they had on the live stream. Maybe it makes more. I just think the proportion they look at it. I think it's like the legs look too long or something like that, or maybe her waist looks smaller. You know what? I really like how the coat lies on her. I like it just looks like it drapes really well. But other people who have more of an eye for this character were saying that it's not the right material or something. It looks more like a bathrobe as opposed to like a coat.
It's more of
I
like
can
a
kinda see it.
suede material,
Mm.
whereas the Hot Toys coat does look more accurate from what I can tell. Yeah, it's slightly better.
And this is one that Hot Toys have, the prototype anyway. They did a good job on. They have real leather boots. These boots weren't leather. I tuned into one of these live streams for 5 minutes. I think I was in and out in about 2 minutes actually. Came on, are the boots leather? And you once said, oh, they're like a leather-like material, but they're not leather. But she didn't say like what it is, and I just left because it was the only thing I wanted to ask.
Is it that new material that we've been hearing about? It's meant to be more durable than leather and feather, apparently.
Yeah, it's like a grade of leather or something, isn't it, Jim?
Yeah.
She definitely said, she
something
said like
that.
explicitly it wasn't leather. So if it is another material that has it should leather like, it's not leather, but maybe it has similar
Actually, Rob doesn't
properties.
know
But
the word.
maybe, which to be fair, like I could barely do a live stream here speaking my first language. Like I wouldn't be able to go on and talk like Mandarin or Catalan to a bunch of people who are just asking questions like, when are you going to make a John Wick? You know,
Was that you?
you know, no, but you know, it's like, can we keep it on task, lads? Yeah,
They need to
I
make
gotta
a General Zod.
I gotta agree with Jim.
That'd be cool.
I think a lot of these I think a lot of these photos are really cool, and I think it's just at face value. If it turns out like this, I think it's a really cool figure. I think that if I was into this movie and into this character, I'd still go Inart because it looks like a real person. I just think the likeness to that person she's supposed to look like needs to be dialed in. Whereas the Hot Toys one, the likeness is better. It's nice to have the leather boots as well. I think the coat's better, but it's just whatever way it is, it just looks more toyetic than this. I'm still impressed by this. I think the likeness needs tweaking. They need to obviously get a Walkman. They said they're going to do that. Decrease the size of the I need to finish this sentence quick. The earmuffs, the orange earmuffs have to be smaller. Maybe take a look at the coat material.
Are you buying this, Shane, now?
No interest. Zero interest.
I do agree with you, though. I do agree with, Inart, it will get better, whereas Hot Toys, it can get worse. You know, that's kind of
If
the
if I
if
had
anything.
points, I'd give them to you. I'll buy you a ghost. I'll buy you a ghost.
fair
someday.
play.
Yeah.
They could potentially go all out just because it's another direct competition. Like Howie Chan might be like, I've got a potential here to outshine
With
them
the
a little
head to
bit,
heads, each
dial it
company
in.
should be attempting to body slam the other one.
Oh, 100%.
Like they
That's
should
how
be
we
going
get better
right.
figures.
A team on this, yeah. I can see Millie Alcock there. I just don't think it's all the way there. I think it's maybe about a 7 out of 10 at the moment. Definitely needs tweaking.
When the
Yeah.
camera's a bit higher, it looks a little bit better. Like her face, she's another one of those, like, she's got a weird looking face. But it looks quite round from the bottom, whereas when the camera pans up a little bit higher, you can see more of the jaw shape, and it looks a little bit better from there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Stand
A lot
is
of people are
weird.
giving up these. A lot of people don't like
Harrison
these
loves
ones.
this base. It's his
Who does?
favourite base. Harrison.
No,
He was
I
telling me
didn't.
about it.
No,
He wouldn't shut up
no.
about it, to be honest.
Is
He
it
was like,
because
"This
it looks
base,
like the
Jim,
Hot
The other
Toys
one.
ones?
is the best base."
no, it's just because they're so awful. I hate these bases. Like they
Like-
they actually look worse than Hot Toys bases.
Is it the
Like,
shape or is it
it's
just
the
what's on it?
plasticness of it that
Yeah.
does it for me. It's just it looks like really cheap plastic with a sticker on top. I just hate
We
these
hate
bases.
plastic in this collection game.
I like the metal plates that they're doing on these bases, and I like the size of it. But I think they should put some sort of a diorama texture on top. I don't know, broken rock, street, whatever makes sense for that particular character. Like a little piece of environment, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do like the metal, I presume they're metal plates on the front. And I think it could be an idea, like see if it has a Superman symbol or whatever like that. Supergirl, same thing. Like if they just, you don't even have to have the name, just some sort of a symbol that's relevant to that particular character in that particular movie. But yeah, it looks a bit Hot Toysy, like sticker on top.
I actually think it's kind of very much so this movie in a nutshell, low effort, no forethought, and just no care. And I think that's what we've gotten from the studio, it seems, and this seems to be what we're seeing from the collecting companies. They're just like, we'll get this out. This probably won't be even the universe in 2 years, you know?
Yeah, you don't know what's going on because it's like there's reports that Gun could be done after what's it, Man of Tomorrow? Is that the next one coming out?
Yeah, Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think it's scheduled to come out next year, and like so far they've had diminishing returns with him. You know, what's interesting to me, and I know it's a divisive topic for a lot of people, but the Snyder stuff just has a staying power unlike anything else. They're still cranking out figures. They're still being bought. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, like I'm not a Snyder bro. I'm not a big fan of DCU, but I'll watch Man of Steel all day, every day, over that Gun Superman. And again, every time I sit down and watch Man of Steel, I'm like, it's so good for the first 2 acts, and I think the third act lets it down. And I could just list off, I'm not going to bore you, I could list off a bunch of things I like about it, including the casting of Henry Cavill, including the suit and blah, 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 blah. But I feel the third act lets it down. So I always think maybe this is the watch I'm going to watch it, and I'll be like, this is 4 stars. But I always come in at 3 stars, 3.5 stars, no more than that. But that's 3 more
I think it's a
stars.
touch
Like,
long.
that's Superman. Go on.
I always thought it was like a touch too long. Man of Steel, like it could have been condensed ever so slightly.
And that's bad if you're
might have
watching a
helped it.
movie and you're like clock watching. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
I
a sign you're not like invested. Whereas like there's some really long movies I've gone to see, but just the pacing and the editing, and they've got through it, and it's like, this is like I felt that about
though.
the Batman,
There's,
like the 22. I felt
Oh,
that the
really?
third act of that dragged. Go
Or
on.
the last scene where he's with the flare, like it kind of got to the point where I'm like, the film's gonna end now, and that last scene just really drags out for a long time. So I'm with you on
And then they
that.
drove away their
But
separate
the-
ways, literally.
Exactly, but yeah, but the Snyderverse like is it's bits and pieces are good in it. There's no complete whole that's incredible. I love BVS, love it, but it's flawed. It just is. But Batman inspired, Superman inspired. A lot of the acts in it, the casting, the acting is really solid. The cinematography is really good. But as a complete whole, it doesn't. There's like something not quite gelling with it.
Have you seen the director's cut, Jim?
Yeah. Of
BVS.
of the
It is
I
better.
have. I have
It
the
makes
Blu-ray.
more sense.
I have the Blu-ray, and that's the one I always watch out of the two. It's a lot better.
Henry's given so much more to do with it, and you kind of sympathise with him a lot more than you do in the movie. Like the shootout seemed to kind of gear towards more support Batman, whereas this one it's a bit more like, oh, he's doing journalism and he's making sure that what's happening is right or not right. You know, it's more of a moral dilemma than what the movie in the theaters ended up giving. You know,
100%. Yeah.
I just want to acknowledge, like, we've had some groundbreaking revelations here. I think Hot Toys did the likeness better, Eddie says. Eddie, I agree with you. That's one. The movie was a nothing burger. I presume he's talking about James Gunn Superman. That's two.
You're not Man of Steel.
Man, that's two in agreement. Music and collectibles. Hello, hello, hello. Jim Collector says the Hot Toys coat looks better. I agree with you. Supergirl's Inart blows as of now, and the movie was so weak. So you didn't like the movie and you don't like the Inart. I don't think it blows. I don't think it's that bad. I think it just needs work, Moose. The Odyssey, worse. Okay, Eddie, you just started off so strong. Fuck off, Eddie. You can come on. I'll give you the link. You can tell me to fuck off too.
I don't know, man. That Odyssey has a lot of problems, doesn't it? Like, I mean, from the American accents to some British ones, some of the things that Nolan's doing, like, and saying, like, he's like,
fuck off, Adam.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, Adam. I had to.
don't tell me you're one of those
blasphemy.
Nolan guys, are you? Fuck's sake.
He's probably the best director in the world at the moment. So yeah, I'm a big Nolan fan. He has not made a bad movie yet. Although, I will admit, trailers for the Odyssey is not doing much for me. Mm-hmm. I don't care about the casting. I really don't. It's like it's the mythology type of thing. You're not doing a bloody documentary. It's a movie. Will it entertain me? That's what I want. Like, when I go to see the cinema, when I go to see the movie, will it entertain me? Did I get something out of it? But the trailers didn't really do much for it. Okay, Eddie, we're back agreeing again. Oh, that's fair. I am looking forward to that too.
I want a Man of Steel. I want a Jor-El. I want the General Zod. I'd be happy.
I'm not a Snyder,
I'd
bro.
be down with that.
We can't get a streak going. Man of Steel's music, 100% love the music in Man of Steel. Supergirl is a nothing burger. Gunn's Superman was actually better. I heard people were saying the opposite. I heard people were saying they didn't like Superman, then they liked Supergirl. I haven't seen. What about Crypto? Was Crypto good, Eddie? I know you loved Crypto in the first one. Odyssey would be great. I hope so, but the trailer didn't do much for me. Is anybody actually getting this?
No,
Definitely not.
No.
Is anyone going to see the movie?
No.
definitely not.
Don't think
It says
so.
Supergirl features articulated eyes, okay, allowing for expressive and subtle adjustments in every pose she strikes, apart from a flying pose, because they didn't give her a flight stand. Something to do with the silicone body, might be able to support it. It's so weird. She also features premium rooted hair, recreating her natural hair flow. Okay, silicone body and specially designed skirt. I'm just gonna say right out there, I don't care what they say. The lack of flight stand is stupid. Work the problem.
That is a bit dumb.
Work the problem. Like, come on. Work the problem. I don't think this is a write-off. I just think the hair. I think some of the portions need work. I think the face needs work. The jacket needs a little bit of work, and just give her a flight stand. Work it out. What do you think? Are we done or?
I actually prefer the Inart sculpt, and I figure in general, like just standing there, I think it does look better. But I don't think either are perfect, and I think this one is overpriced for what you get.
What I've heard a lot of people say about the Hot Toys and Inart Corn Sweat head to head, and the Hot Toys and Inart Prototype Supergirl head to head is the ideal version. Lies somewhere in between.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of this. So I think we're more or less done now. Well, I have questions. We could pitch ye off against each other, guys. Or will we just call it a night? We call it a night. It's up to yourselves.
I don't mind.
Down for
If you want
questions.
to, yeah, if you want to do questions, I'm happy to.
So we're
Might
gonna
be
have
3
to
on the belt
decide.
then, Shane. Could be a hat trick.
Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. Well, do you want to go up against the two guys then?
2 Irish lads against the 2 UK lads, is it?
No, I have the I have to ask the question.
Yeah,
So
that'd be a bit
you know,
one-sided.
you against it's just this is it. It's you against the two boys. So like, come on, do it for Ireland. Okay.
All right.
Do you want to go first
Good
or
luck.
do you want to go second?
I'll go second since how I've gone second the last 2 times and it's been a good
Oh,
winner.
you have it all. You have it all worked out.
Harrison, look for
Okay.
trouble, mate.
So
Could be.
let me get this right. Just want to make sure I got these done here.
Best of luck,
Okay.
lads. Best of luck.
And okay, and there is a team. So, Harrison and Jim. Oh, sorry. Switch over to private chat and I'll put on the music. Sorry, folks. Sorry. We get the music going.
It's not the same about the
Okay.
music, Shane.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's intense. Oh, there we go.
go.
Okay,
That's the
right.
stuff.
So Harrison and Jim. First question. I want to know, when was the movie Platoon? In what year was the movie Platoon released?
I don't know. Is my answer. Is it 80s? 90s?
That could be 80s. I don't know. I don't know. When did Apocalypse Now come out? Did they come out around the same
That's
time?
up. I want to say Apocalypse
It's older,
Now is
isn't it?
older. Yeah.
I think it
I don't know
is.
how
It's
much
got
older.
Sheen. It's the theme Kubrick. I can't. It's not.
I'd be amazed if you
Um,
can guess the theme
Yeah,
after
no,
one.
no. I'm off already. I don't know. What do you think? 90s or 80s, Harrison?
The first year that came to my head was 1998, but I don't think that's right. Like at all.
98.
But that doesn't help. I haven't actually seen this film, so
I've seen it once ages ago, and I wasn't looking up this date of.
does it seem old, or does it seem like it could be more?
See, it
Just
does, but
modern old.
90s films have not aged very well either. So, like, a 90s film looks quite old now, I would say. Like,
It does.
when you watch a lot of them. Especially if you're not watching them on remastered 4K, you're a bit like, wow.
Shows its age more.
I don't know. I don't remember it being an 80s
1988?
film.
1991.
Could be 80s. Should we go 91? I don't know. Let's split the difference, go 91.
Sure.
Is that your final answer?
Depends if
Yes.
it's correct.
So, Shane.
I can't confirm or deny that.
But you have to eventually.
Is it your final answer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Platoon was released in 1986.
Okay.
Adam,
I would have said 87 on that one, funnily enough. But anyway, go ahead, Shane.
and you would have been wrong. Yeah.
Yes,
you would have been wrong.
indeed.
In what year was Full Metal Jacket released?
Oh,
I don't know, but it's a great film.
I'm going to say 1996. Final answer.
It was actually released in 1987, which
Holy moly.
shocks me. That actually shocks me.
Oh,
Okay, so we're back
Damn.
over to the boys.
I was trying to walk back the age of Vincent D'Onofrio there. That's what I was doing.
Yeah. kind of doesn't really age. He kind of, yeah, in fairness, he does look younger, but it was a long time ago. I didn't think it was that. I actually looked it up recently. I always thought it was a 90s movie. Okay, so boys, Jim and Harrison, who directed Apocalypse Now?
Harrison, the theme must be Vietnam films.
Or war movies. Just
No,
in
they've all
general.
been Vietnam.
Do you want to have a guess? You can only have one guess.
I mean, you can go for it. You feel very strongly about it.
Basically, Harrison going, I'm washing my hands now. If you get it wrong, not my problem.
Pretty much.
Yeah, okay. It's Vietnam films.
I am sorry to say, Adam, that they are right. It's Vietnam movies. So the boys have 1 point straight away. Okay, so you both got your first two questions wrong. They are gone.
Oh, sorry. Well, we haven't answered the director, have we?
You haven't yet. So you're 1-0 up anyway now. And you could, who directed?
I want to say Kubrick. Stanley Kubrick.
Is that your final answer?
I'm going with what.
Harrison, what do
I'm
you
going
think?
with what. No, I'm going with what you say.
I know he did one of them. I think it's that one.
Okay.
I'll go with that.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Apocalypse Now was directed by Francis Ford Coppola. Back over to you, Adam. Who directed the movie, the Vietnam movie, Rescue Dawn?
No idea. Mickey Mouse.
Not Michael
In
Bay.
fact, is that your final answer?
Yeah, because I have no idea.
The director of Rescue Dawn was Mickey Mouse. No, it was Werner Herzog. You know the guy who
From The Mandalorian.
Yeah. I didn't realize he actually directed that until I looked it up. But okay, so it's still 1-0 to the boys because they got the theme right. So still up for grabs, folks. Okay, we're gonna go back to you boys. Who played the character in the movie Platoon? Who played the character Barnes?
Well, as I've not seen it, this is going to be very difficult for me to help you, Jim.
No. I know in one of the films is an actor, and I'm a big Scrubs fan. But Dr. Cox in Scrubs is in one of these films. I can't remember which one it is. And I can't remember the actor's name, so it doesn't help anyway.
I was going to say, do you know his name, though?
Yeah, he's just Dr. Cox, mate. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to fly, unfortunately. I have no idea.
I don't know. Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah.
It's not, obviously, but why not?
Is your final answer?
Yeah.
Barnes was played by Tom Berenger. Okay. So we're back over to you, Adam. 1 second. Get this right. In the same movie, Platoon, who played the character Chris Taylor?
I'm gonna nick what the lads are saying there, and I actually know the name of the actor that played Dr. Cox. His name is John McGinley.
Okay.
You're right. He was in that movie, but unfortunately, the answer I was looking for was Charlie Sheen.
The second.
I went with the lead.
Yeah.
I went with the lead.
No.
Yeah. Well done, lads. So you got him in the end. So 1-0.
Congrats,
You got
lads.
the team. Fair play, boys. Fair
Well
play.
done, Jim. That was all you.
I was waiting for a Deer Hunter question there, Shane. I thought you'd throw one of those out.
Oh, I was making them up on the fly. If you couldn't tell. No, Bob. I was like, okay, you got to pick a team. And I was like, it could be war. No, make it more specific. But no, fairness say,
I want to go back
You
and
nailed
watch
it.
these films now, though. They're great films.
Platoon is fantastic. I think Platoon is, out of all the war movies, Platoon is, I think, one of the best. Platoon, Saving Private Ryan. Well, that's World War II, but Platoon is great. Full Metal Jacket is great. Have you seen Full Metal Jacket?
I
think it's in
have.
parts,
A long
but
time
not.
ago.
Yeah.
Platoon, I guarantee you know one of those movies you're like, it mightn't be your genre. You might know nothing about it, but you put on the first 10 minutes, you're like, I'm invested already. Yeah, that's one of those movies. Gets you right in there, and it shows kind of like horrible stuff.
2 honorable mentions. Did you see 1941? I want to say it was 1941.
Is that the one that's shot more or less in like one continuous shot?
One shot.
Is it 1917?
Yeah. Oh yes, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, because it's World War
You're
One,
only
isn't it?
off by about 20-something years, but
yeah. I was gonna say, yes, whatever. But that film's phenomenal. That's
Look
one
at
of my
Jim's
favourite
frozen.
films.
You were frozen on such a
I
funny
freeze?
face, man.
Aw.
It was really funny. Did you see it, Harrison?
Well,
I did.
no, he didn't.
It was really good. I want to go back
You
and
look
see.
like a proper chipmunk.
Yeah, I want to see on the
Wow.
replay if it glitches, so that we can
Making
just.
the mick out my chubby cheeks.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Day.
So what were you saying?
Yeah, All Quiet on the Western Front as well. The remake, newer version, really good. That's on Netflix. If you haven't seen that, I definitely recommend that.
I
It's
also
really good. It's more
like
from the German side though. But
What is it?
really good.
Hacksaw Ridge. I really like that one. That one's really good.
That was good.
I haven't seen that, and there's a lot of really good ones I haven't seen. I've never seen Fury Road.
Is that the one with
Fury?
Patrick
Yeah,
No,
that's
sorry,
the one.
no, just Fury. I've seen Fury Road, but not just
That's
Fury.
Brad Pitt?
That's not
Yeah.
bad.
Christian's here. I haven't seen Christian or streamed with Christian in about 2 years. How are you, man? It's good to see you. If you're speaking to Joao, or maybe you might be, you might not be, but just tell him we were asking for him. And anytime you'd like to drop in, just let us know. Good to see you, Christian. All right. So will we call it a day? We good?
Grand, yeah.
Yeah.
When are you going live again?
We will be live tomorrow doing Raiding the Realm, and we'll be live on Thursday with Geeky Collectible.
Cool. All right. Anyone else have anything you want to plug? Anything else?
Yeah, I'll have a small little review on YouTube Shorts is what I'm doing at the minute on my channel, and I have Skeletor's Havoc staff from the new Master of the Universe movie. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
What's your tag, your YouTube handle, so people can find you there? Is it just at Dubtoys?
Yeah, at Dub Toys Reviews, guys.
At Dubtoys Reviews. Good stuff, folks. I'm assuming I don't know. Everyone says that we have a feeling something's going to drop tomorrow or something. I anticipate I'll be making a video tomorrow, and then I need to get some. I think I might show you where I'm at the moment with the module cases. I don't know. I was going to wait until the module cases are full, but it's just, as you can see, everything here has been moved because these ones are moving down here. This is all getting rearranged. I think I might just go ahead and just do like a module case tour. Although 2 of the cases are empty, I might just do the progress so far. I think that's probably the obvious thing to do. Not a full-on collection tour, but like a little kind of yeah, that's it. All right, so thanks for your time, folks. Everyone on the panel and everyone who watched live or on the replay, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I did put up a very short video actually for the channel members of basically showing you so far basically where everything is. So if you want to check that out, if you're a channel member, just check that out, and I just showed you like what I have in the case and stuff like that. So it's only a short one, so I'll be doing a more detailed one soon. Okay, folks, that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and we are out of here. See ya.
See you later.
Bye.